welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing something super fun. I'm going to show you guys how I get ready as Stephanie. So I'll be showing you how I put on the wig, the dress, and all the accessories that come with the costume. So let's get into it. Okay, so first I'm going to start by getting changed into the dress. And this actually, I get a lot of comments about this. This isn't the original Stephanie dress because I was 10 years old when I filmed the show, so I was a lot smaller than I am now. So I did have this remade professionally, and it is LazyTown approved by all the costume artists, just so that it fits me more now for when I make appearances or when I do things like this. So just a disclaimer, this isn't the original, but it's pretty close. So I'm gonna get into this now. Okay, so here we go. I'm all dressed, I'm in the costume, and now for the next step, I'll be showing you guys how I put on the wig. So we keep the wig on this little styrofoam mannequin head just to make sure that it doesn't get super knotted and frizzy and all about, but then I just kind of comb it through with my fingers, and there's little pins up here to keep it in place. Now, when I put my hair back to get under the wig, I usually just do kind of like a low bun, or I'll do like a low pony and kind of pin it like this. So I'm just gonna put it in a pony right now. But when I was on set and when the makeup and hair artist would put the wig on for me, I'd usually get 3 or 4 French braids going all the way down. And then the braids would be pinned on top of my head like this. So this be braided and then pinned like this so that it was flat. And then I had like a mesh cap on to keep it all in place. And then that was all pinned. And then the wig would go on, and then the wig would be pinned to my hair. So it was definitely a lot more secure on set. But usually when I'm just making videos or getting in the costume super quick, I'll just do like a low bun like this. And it works great for like short-term use. Okay, so the bun is in, and now I'm gonna put it on. So I just start by grabbing the front of it, and I place it on my head like this, and then I kind of have to look to make sure that it's centered and that both of these side pieces are equal. And I like to brush out the bangs. And one of the most important things on set for wearing this wig was to always make sure that the bangs covered my eyebrows. So I never wear it like this. That looks crazy. Yeah, so it always comes like right above my eyes to cover my eyebrows. And then for the bun, so it's back here, you can still see it. But since the wig has this like little built-in cap, I'll just take the bun and I'll push it under. And then from the back, it looks like this. So you can't really see any of my hair. And from the front, it looks like this. And like I said, when I'm just using it for short term, I don't really need all the pins and stuff to keep it in place. But when I was on set and I was dancing and flipping and singing and bouncing around, we'd have to put so many bobby pins up here, like right here, to make sure that this stayed like this and you couldn't see that. So the process was definitely a lot longer on set, but just for practical use right now, this is just how I put it on when I'm just making a TikTok or a YouTube video, stuff like that. So next, I'm going to show you guys all of Stephanie's accessories and every other part of the costume besides just the dress and the wig. Now, I do want to mention that this wig is completely original. This was made for me the first day I arrived on set. It was fit specifically for my head, and the bangs were made for my length. So this is completely original. It's OG. I took this home from Iceland, and this is the only wig that I own, and it's the only wig that exists. So that's pretty cool. And the same goes for all these accessories. So first I'll start with the tights. Now, look at these things. They're miniature, but they're super stretchy, so they still fit me. And these just go on under my dress, And if you guys remember in the show, Stephanie always had pink tights on. So these are a must for the costume. And following that come my socks, my high socks. And like the same thing, if you guys remember, I'd always wear these every episode, and they were always scrunched down by my shoes. And always the same color. I have multiple pairs of these because I would wear a bunch of different pairs on different days, and same with the tights. And then as far as shoes go, I still have Stephanie's original sneakers. These are from Iceland, and I wore these when I was 11 years old. They're tiny, but somehow they still fit my feet. Not well, but I make it work. And it's actually a really funny story. These shoes, they were custom made for this character, and they took like forever to come in. And I had to film like the first episode with like a different pair of shoes. So it was pretty funny. But these finally came in, and I wore them for pretty much every single episode. Okay, the last part of the costume I have to show you guys is this little tank top. I was required to wear this every time I put on the costume. I don't know, it doesn't really match the pinks. I mean, I guess it matches my hair, but it was mostly just in case, like, you could see a little bit of underneath the dress in any way. I had everything pink. So that's pretty much it as far as the costume goes. But I do have a lot of fun facts to share with you guys about like being in this costume on set and stuff like that. So as you guys can see, this costume has a lot of parts to it. And if you've seen multiple episodes of LazyTown, then you know that in certain episodes, sometimes I'm wearing more fancy costumes, such as the princess episode, I was wearing a huge gown. The Egyptian episode, I was also wearing another gown. The space episode, I was in a huge moon suit with a huge bubble over my head. So it was definitely a never dull moment in the costume department. I was always so excited to see what I'd be wearing that episode. And every single one of the costumes were handmade, custom fit for me, custom designed. So it was pretty amazing, super awesome. But I will have to say, dancing, singing, acting, jumping around, in this wig all day, in this really thick dress, in the tights, and the socks, and the shoes, and under all the bright lights on set, it got super hot. I mean, sometimes I just have to take a break after the dancing scene and just sit down and cool off, because wearing this wig is warmer than wearing a hat. I mean, the hair on this is super thick, and then I have all my hair compacted underneath it, so I'm sure you guys can imagine what it was like. But another fun fact is that actually, it's not here anymore because it grew out, but this part of my head, the nape of my neck, I had to get that shaved and dyed pink because in a lot of episodes, as I mentioned, I'm moving and dancing around. And just in case there was an angle where you saw me like this and my head was down and any of my real hair showed, that would have been bad. So I dyed it pink, and it stayed like that for like a couple of years after the dye was in my hair. And then since it was shaved and it started growing out, I had like a little tail back there, but it's all grown out now, so it's not there anymore. So yeah, this is the process of how I transform myself, Chloe, into the character Stephanie. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something new. If you have any questions about LazyTown or me, you can leave them down below or on my Instagram at Chloe5Lang or my TikTok at ChloeMaxLang. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thanks, guys!